This is my home networking lab. I'm a beginner in IT, and currently my goals are to pass the CompTIA Network Plus exam and the Azure 900 cloud certification. So I thought, instead of reading a bunch of content and watching a bunch of videos and doing practice exams, which I am also doing, I figured it's time to set up a home lab. So this is the home lab I have so far. I'm going to take you guys on a tour. All right, so the first one up is, this is the first device. This is an Acer, an old laptop of mine, and it has Windows 10 on it. This is actually a Lenovo desktop connected to a Samsung monitor, and this has Windows 11 on it. This is a Zotac mini PC connected to an old TV screen that I had. And this has a Linux on it version called Ubuntu. Now, I'm not too familiar with Linux, but I do know a little. So let's dive in. All right, so the basic setup is each one of these devices can talk to each other. Now, how do they do that? Well, they're all connected on a device, or to a device called a switch. Now, a switch is a device that connects multiple devices on a local network and directs data only to the device that it's meant for. So an analogy is, a switch is like a receptionist who takes a message and delivers it directly to the correct person instead of shouting it to the whole office. Now, technically, in your own home lab, you could just use a switch to connect these devices. But since you'll probably want to connect internet to it later, and you're going to use it for troubleshooting, it's probably best to also have a router. This white device here. This is called the Unifi Security Gateway. It's a firewall, but it's also a router. So I'm not entirely sure what that means because I'm still a beginner, but I think it just has more security settings. But it does work as a router. So this switch, this Ethernet cable, which Ethernet cables are common cables used in networking. It's probably the most common one, I think. I think these are Cat 5. There's also Cat 6, 7, and 8. The only things I know about that is that each successive number is faster than the other one. So anyway, these devices are connected to this switch by these blue Ethernet cables, and then this switch is connected to that router. Now, the benefits of having the router connected to the switch is that it will automatically assign IP addresses to each one of these devices. Now, an IP address is essentially an identifying marker for each one of these devices. Now, you can imagine it's good having a router because it can assign automatically IP addresses to these devices. Now, if your network gets bigger, that can come in handy, instead of you having to manually put in IP addresses for each device connected to your network. The way you can think about a router is it's a device that connects different networks together and directs data along the best path to its destination. So for example, routers are mainly used to connect your your home network to the internet. So your home network, like mine, is called a LAN, which is a local area network. You use a router to connect it to a external network called a WAN, which is a wide area network, covers a wider area, and an example of that is the internet. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to see if each one of these devices can successfully talk to one another. So I'm going to open up the network and internet settings on the Windows 10 laptop. The properties here. Okay, so now the last time I was messing around with these settings, I did manually put these IP addresses in. That's why you see manual. So this is the IP address, 192.168.1.101. That's what we want to remember. Oh, fun fact, this IP address is for a gateway. Anytime you see the word gateway, just think router. And so that's what the router's IP address is. So we're gonna save those numbers for later. We're gonna go to the Windows 11, open up the network and internet settings. And as you can see, again, I actually set these up manually. It was just easier. It's actually easier if it's automatic, but I did it because I was just, testing out some configuration settings because I'm new to this whole networking thing. Anyway, here's the IP address for this Lenovo desktop. And again, here's the IP address for the router. Now here is the Ubuntu, which I'm still learning. Now here's a way you can get IP address and networking information about your device. So this ifconfig, I'm pretty sure that's right. I'm gonna hit enter. Okay, is that right? Yes, so there it is. That one there, 192.168.1.171 is the IP address of this mini PC. All right, so I'm going to ping this Lenovo desktop here. Ping. I'm going to enter the IP address of the Lenovo device. Remember to turn your numlock on. 192.168.1.100. All right. Well, this is all good. Now, what I've noticed is that when I use ping from the Ubuntu, I have to actually stop it, where the other ones it just automatically sends. It automatically stops. It just sends like 4 pings. So here I stopped it. It said it sent 17 packets. Packets are just data. And the other device received all 17. There was no data or packet loss, and that's how long it took. So that's good. That means this can talk to this. Now let's see if this can talk to this one. All right, so I'm going to put the IP address for this device in here. 192.168.1.101. So far, so good. Let's stop that. 5 packets of data transmitted, 5 received from this device, or to this device. 0 data loss, and it took that long. Awesome. So far, this device can talk to these 2. Now let's see if this device can talk to the router. And what do I do there? I put ping and then the IP address of the router, which is 192.168.1.1. Sending data. Let's cancel that. Let's see, 6 packets of data transmitted, 6 received, 0 packet loss, and that's how long it took. Perfect. So this Ubuntu can talk to these 2 devices and the router. All right, now I'm going to see if this device can talk to that one, and the router. And what I do, I use ping. Not ping, ping. So first we'll do the Ubuntu Zotac mini PC 192.168.1.171. Come on, focus. All right. Packet sent 4, great. Received 4, lost 0. That's what we want. All right, now we're gonna do ping to the Acer laptop here. 192.168. Oops. 168.1.101. Is that correct? It is. Let's go. All right, sent 4. Packet sent 4, received 4, lost 0. Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to ping the router 192.168.1.1. Fingers crossed. Packet sent 4, received 4, lost 0. Perfect. All right. Now it's your turn. All right, same thing. Ping 192.168.1. Ooh, I think that's 100. So this is pinging the device beside it. Okay. Sent 4, received 4, lost 0. Perfect. Now it's going to ping the Linux 192.168.1.171. Sent 4, received 4, lost 0. Perfect. All right, one last thing. Make sure it all works. We're going to ping the router 192.168.1.1. Enter. Fingers crossed. Sent 4, received 4, lost 0. Perfect. All right. So what we just did was we pinged all over the place. And pinging is a way to check communication between devices on a network. What I did is I pinged, so this device pinged these 2 devices and the router. Same thing with the other 2 devices. They can all talk to each other, which is good, which means I now have a working lab. Setting up a lab like this for yourself is actually quite simple. I was lucky. I had this monitor, that Lenovo, that mini PC, that switch, and that router all donated to me. Actually, even this power box was donated to me. I was very lucky, but I imagine you can get a lot of cheap stuff either online or like a local computer service store. It's pretty easy setting up your own home lab, and you can tinker with it. You know, we have access to AI, ChatGPT, Grok, Claude. I had Claude when I was setting this up, and you just follow the steps. And if it doesn't work, if you can't get this to talk to that, or that to talk to that, or that to talk to that, whatever, the switch, the router, nothing can talk to each other, just troubleshoot with AI. It'll help you. Or watch videos. Like, for beginners like us that want to get into IT, everything is out there. We just gotta we just gotta look and make the time to learn. So anyway, thanks for watching. This was a little tour of my home lab.